Johnny, time for Flesh Fist! Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ASG Podcast. I am, of course, your host, Storm. If you're wondering why the voice sounds different, it's because I managed to finally take over Rivaldi's body through a combination of black magic and a little help from those gods who live beyond our universe, slumbering to the monotone sound of flutes. With me today is Pesky, who's been finally turned into that cyborg that runs off of whiskey.
Hail Cthulhu.
Also is Jorlen, who's being slowly tortured by a Japanese schoolgirl.
Well, I mean, there could be worse ways to die.
And Skyjek, who is being stalked by a small little clown character.
Hail Zod.
And, of course, my mindless body back in the other, place. So, I guess myself, Storm.
Hi.
All
I hope
right.
you can't hear what I'm showering.
Well, I should be able to hear it because I'm you.
Yep.
Oh my.
Man, I had a lot of ideas on what you were going to try to do with that intro, and that was not one of them.
Yeah, that was.
I swear you brought up the
pretty
clowns only
fantastic.
because that's a thing going on in Ohio right now.
No, I didn't even...
Clowns are scary.
I didn't recognize that. To be fair, the original plan that I had thought out a while ago when I thought of this intro was Pesky was going to be a mindless zombie and Scott was going to be the cyborg. But Scott's not here, so I wasn't going to make you into anything, Skyjek, so I was just like, well, whatever, clowns.
I mean, I could do both.
So I'm confused.
Why not?
I'm confused. Like, am I you, or are you me? Where did I go?
No, you're me, I am lost in sort of like the void now. Well, okay, Rivaldi is lost in the void now.
Well done, Rivaldi. You've confused yourself with your own story.
No, I
Well,
could have
that's
added...
you. Then who
I
the fuck
could've-
am I?
If I'm you and you're me, then who's he? I'm you. La la la.
Glug, glug, glug.
One of the greatest Mad TV sketches ever. Forget the name of it. It was awesome. All right, Storm.
I still prefer Abbott and Costello's Who's on First.
Hello and welcome to Rivaldi's Halloween Funhouse. I'm your actual host, Storm, now that I have returned Rivaldi to his rightful place in his own body.
Why am I covered in blood?
Don't ask questions you don't want the
Don't
answer
ask,
to.
don't tell.
I mean, it was never really apparent what happened to Michael Jackson up until now.
Sweet. I accept
Anyway.
his fate.
So, you may want to lay low for a while.
Yeah.
About a year or two.
I don't even need a year.
Alright, it's been a few years.
Nah.
Anyway, this is our, as you could tell from Rivaldi's spooky intro, this is our Halloween episode.
So spooky.
How does it make you feel,
These
Rivaldi,
scary skeletons.
to think that eventually, like statistically, if we keep these episodes on the internet forever, someone will eventually die while listening to them?
That doesn't really affect me that much, but I will be really happy to know that we will be someone's final hearing.
I think that's like the saddest thing ever, though.
I don't.
No, you
If you
don't.
think about it deep enough, yes.
There could be weirder or sadder thing that could be here.
No, I'm pretty sure there's nothing sadder.
I'm pretty
I-
sure if the
well,
last thing they hear
no.
is wah wah wah.
I think that'd be pretty great,
I
actually.
was the saddest possible thing would be if they died while Skyjek was talking.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be worse.
I may have found something worse than that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Unfortunately,
This is an audio podcast, so
yeah.
That's okay. It will
We
be-
yeah,
can
it's
read off
definitely
what we're
worse though.
seeing.
All right.
Oh my god.
Apparently, I didn't click it.
Oh.
I'm gonna open it up and wow. So it.
Where's the fucking soap?
Describe it
Why?
in great detail,
Why? No, don't. Please, God.
because we only
I don't
have
need to know that.
we've only got about 5 days, and it's going to take me 4 of those to edit the podcast. So you're not going to be able to put an image on the screen. So describe it in great detail, Rivaldi. What are you looking at?
I am looking at a figurine.
It's
guess
one of the Yu-Gi-Oh
probably-
characters.
Hey, I've been describing it here, and I was gonna say it's probably a PVC figurine. It's of the Dark Magician Girl. She has her wand between her legs, kneeling. Clenched. The arms are sort of pushing up the boobs a little bit, and instead of her cute little face looking at you, it's Woody from Toy Story.
Like
Except
mid-orgasm.
His face is yeah. Well, happy Halloween, everyone.
Now
Can I
we
go
started
home
with
now?
no, we just started. Now that we're off to an
I am
appropriately
so
spooky start.
done with all of you already.
This is
Let's
when
not
Jorlen was being tortured by the schoolgirl from
let's not
Japan.
break too far
Yes.
off of the norm.
Well,
we'll
see,
begin
the
with the
thing
normal.
is, that is the schoolgirl from Japan.
Yeah.
So have fun with that, Jorlen.
Uh,
I think
No,
all he
thank
would
you.
need is a paper bag and he would be fine, and maybe some earplugs.
I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure he's got the voice too. How'd you like to hear? There's a snake in my boot.
But it is Tom Hanks's voice.
That doesn't make it any better.
God, I forgot it was Tom Hanks.
Did we kill Storm?
and it makes it worse is the British word for trunk is boot.
I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for the storm to finish because I just realized the pun I just made.
Ah,
But
In any case, if you guys want to actually do the thing,
Yeah, let's
let's
get
start with
into
what we
it.
usually do. Because this is not going to be a 2-hour podcast. We are on a time limit.
all right.
we've said that before.
Yeah. I'm keeping an eye on the clock this time.
Mm-hmm.
good to
All
know.
right, so we're going to
Okay.
start with what we've been doing for the week, and this should probably cover the entire podcast, given there's 5 of us this time.
Oh, mine's fairly well tangents, right?
Yeah.
I
Do you want
thought
to
I
start?
didn't count though.
You want to start then,
You're
Rivaldi?
right. Skyjek doesn't count. Yeah, I'll start. For me this week, what have I been playing? It was pretty much been a combination of Doom and Skyrim.
What have you been doing on Skyrim?
Trying not to have the game crash on me.
Oh, you've modded the shit out of it?
I modded the shit out of it the moment I downloaded the game.
Do you have the Macho Man Randy Savage dragons?
I don't have that.
Do you have
And
the
you're
bear
doing it
playing
wrong.
Oh, you
the
need
bear
them.
playing guitar?
I don't have any sound mods.
Thomas the Tank Engine dragons?
Oh, I've had that one.
I've seen that one,
Those are terrifying.
but no, I have not installed that one.
Monocle and a top hat on top of the what are the little crabs called?
Mud crabs.
Mud crabs?
Mud crabs, yeah.
I'm gonna look
I
that
prefer
one
the
up.
Zoidberg mod.
I was
There's
just
a,
gonna say that, Jorlen.
There's a great mod
Is it
for
for the
Fallout 4
crabs?
that came from Skyrim. Same guy that made it, I believe. And it replaces the mud crabs in Skyrim or the rad scorpions in Fallout 4. It doesn't replace them with anything. Actually, no, it does change what they look like just slightly. It's called Derpy Rad Scorpions for Fallout 4, and it makes them swear at you when they get hurt.
It's pretty awesome.
Beautiful.
That is great. That is
I
great.
now need to find this mod.
Yeah, there are a lot of mods I'm gonna need to now look up, but also today I just downloaded Skyrim Special Edition.
Oh yeah, that came out, didn't it?
Yeah, Steam's letting you preload it
Wait, it
already.
did?
Yeah,
Huh.
you can
I'm
preload
gonna
it.
have to do that then.
You can
So how
preload it on
pleasing is it on the
Steam.
eyes?
I don't know. I can't play it yet.
He said preload.
Oh, sorry.
I can preload it, so it's downloaded on my computer. I have to wait until midnight tomorrow to be able to play it, but I won't be up then. So I'll have to wait till after work on Friday.
Does it put something new in your library, or
Yeah, it's a completely new game because it's a 64-bit.
what is it called? 'Cause I don't see it. I should own it.
Do you have all the DLCs?
I have every single DLC.
Oh, it's literally just after
You should
Skyrim.
have it then, yeah.
See, I have my Skyrim in a custom folder is the thing.
That's probably why.
Oh, it's just Skyrim Special Edition.
Oh, it would be under S then, huh?
No, it's still Elder Scroll. It's still under E. But yeah. So I've
Oh, I
also
see
been
it.
I've been paying attention to the Nexus for mods, and they've set up already a different website for special edition mods, and they're going to be getting their mod installer, I'm going to guess, in the next few days after it's released and they've tested it. They'll have that set up to be able to install mods into the special edition.
I did see Bethesda gave the unofficial patch guys Skyrim Special Edition ahead of time so they could update the mod for it.
Yeah,
on the one hand, that's really nice of them, but on the other hand, Bethesda, why don't you fix 200-something bugs that mod fixes?
I was going to say, yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, at
I
that
saw the
point,
mod.
they're literally just passing it off to have someone else do the work.
For free.
Same
For free.
with the script
Bethesda.
extender.
Yep.
Yep.
The script extender guys have to now go through and do all that. So it's going to be a while for them to release their mod, which stinks. I think a lot of the mods I have running require the script extender. But it will only be a matter of time before, once again, all the mods I'm running now are running on Skyrim Special Edition, and we can see if that makes it just as unstable.
Yeah.
It probably is.
Probably. But it will at least not run into the memory issue that Skyrim now runs into. Where when you reach
Which will be nice.
Yeah, because when you run in, for those who have not heavily modded Skyrim, if Skyrim reaches a memory limit, it tries to create a second Skyrim, Chrome or Steam or a bunch of other programs already do that. But since it's only a 32-bit program, it does that and then can't do that and then crashes.
I don't think I've ever had that issue with Skyrim.
I've had it a couple times.
I've had it a few times, but especially when I'm going through the race menu to customize my character, it's like, all right, I'm tired of this look. I'm going to change their look again. And
Right.
I also have run into a few, since I have a bunch of custom animations on as well, you run into some runtime issues as well as some just crashed desktops.
Basically anything except just extra gear and prettier graphics and stuff starts to cause issues.
Even the graphics can cause issues. I've tried to go through the ENB stuff, but all right, here's the ENB booster. I got that put on. All right, here's the other thing that coincides with my graphics card. It should work. Instant crash to desktop. All right, how do I solve this? Everything in the forum's like, no, it should work. It's not working. It's crashing. And so there's like, oh, we'll just start turning stuff off in the documents and find out which one's doing. So I just turned half of them off, and now my game can run.
I meant just anything that adds script other than tidying things up tends to cause more issues than other stuff.
It is one of those things where it's like, again, it is entirely Bethesda's fault because they've not updated their engine since Morrowind.
That is kind of true.
This is true.
And they won't fix it, as clearly evidenced by them passing the work.
Yep. Hey, but the modders out there are fairly dedicated to their craft.
Yep.
And they're damn good at it.
They are. Shouts out to them. So,
All right.
and I was gonna say, and then with Doom, I mean, we recorded stuff last night, which was great.
Oh,
Mhm.
By all
glorious.
means. Yeah, that hide and seek. If only, Doom was not OpenGL and Shadowplay could record it. So
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tinker with that and try to figure it out.
I could point you to. You have to run another program in order to get it to work correctly. My suggestion would just be do it with OBS.
Yeah.
I do still have OBS.
That's
Probably
what I
dick
recorded it
around
on
with
last
that.
night.
Anyway,
So, right, moving on.
Skyjek, would you like to tell us about your week?
My week.
All right, cool. Moving on.
Exactly. I don't count.
Go ahead, Skyjek. Go ahead.
Yes.
My week's been pretty normal, mostly flooded with work.
No, but game-wise.
Right,
Game
we don't
wise,
care
I've
about your
been-
personal life.
Game-wise, I've been jumping back and forth between Stellaris and Star Wars: The Old Republic, with Stellaris heavily modded with Star Wars mods.
Yes,
because-
it's running better than Skyrim would.
Oh, yes, it is actually. Even with this new update.
Which does.
Sorry about that. I was trying to actually pull up the patch log for it. It adds a bunch of new internal features like setting rally points, which surprisingly I thought they would have had already come release of the game. But hey, that's Paradox for you.
Yeah, I was about to say that sounds very familiar. In that I think, what do you call it? Hearts of Iron 4. That game feels like it's not done on launch.
Yeah.
Is Hearts of Iron 4 has a system where it's like every, what do they call it, Skyjek? It's the things that all the major nations have that can like govern how they can do shit.
Yes, they have
like US has
alternative governments they can eventually switch to. Like,
no, I mean like the focus trees. That's
focus trees. Yes.
Yeah, every major government like the US, China, France, Germany, they all have focus trees, which let you do an incredible amount of amazing stuff. Like one of the ones for the United States further down the line is called Unholy Alliance, which lets you ally with Nazi Germany with the addendum that you have to declare war on the USSR.
Yes, I love that plan.
The thing is, only the major nations have that, and they plan to release those for other nations through DLC packs. However, modders have already released better versions of those nations on the workshop for free.
Ireland extremely has been popular.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's called Better Ireland, I believe, is what the mod is.
Yeah, it's crazy because people have made like they made like a World War I mod. They made a Cold War mod, which is really good. All kinds of crazy shit, but they can't add any new gameplay features because Paradox locks them out of that, so that they can make you pay real money for gameplay features.
That's bullshit. That they
That's
release
incredibly
an unfinished.
Scummy.
Yeah, they release something that's unfinished and make you pay for what should be there.
Yeah.
That's kind of
That's
the
marketing.
industry. Yeah, that's the industry standard nowadays, though.
Yep.
Still just a bunch of bullshit. That saddens me greatly.
Yeah, Hearts of Iron 4 had some pretty good potential, and then all that.
I've never honestly played it, so I couldn't
Me neither.
say
I doubt
one
I
way or another.
will anytime soon.
It's fun. It's
Yeah.
It's a good time killer.
It's like Crusader Kings. How Crusader Kings is like an RPG because you're dealing with like other characters. Hearts of Iron 4 is more like the same thing except you're dealing with whole nations.
Like with historical facts, how let's say you're France and Germany goes to reoccupy the Rhineland, you get the option of, hey, we are gonna militarize because of that. I've actually seen a YouTuber play as France and do that and actually declare war in 36.
Yeah.
Also had another YouTuber where France militarized and England's like, no, don't care, fuck them, and managed to conquer France by the end of, I want to say, April of 36.
Yeah. Given the game starts in like January.
Yep.
Anywho.
Right.
Anything else, Sky, or?
Yeah, that's about it. I've been mostly playing those.
All right, Jorlen.
Yes.
What have you been playing?
When I haven't been working, mostly
Yes.
Fallout 4.
How has that been going?
I finished my first playthrough and started another one.
Have you
Cool.
do you have the DLC for Maine?
I don't have any of the DLCs.
Also,
Okay,
be careful of spoilers because Pesky has not seen hardly anything.
Nope.
I
No
was just-
spoilers. Or I
I
will
have
punch
not
you.
played any Fallout games
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
But
Right
I
in
was
the
just curious
crater.
because Fallout 4 happens around Boston, which sort of near my home area, and
Mhm.
Maine.
Well, you go to the frickin' baseball field.
Fenway?
Yep.
Yeah, I knew
Diamond
that
City.
much.
Yeah, it's Diamond City.
Diamond City.
Fenway Park.
And you can get your genuine swatters there.
I love talking to that guy because of how he thinks baseball was played.
And I
Is that how
always
baseball
do
was
the
played, you
sarcastic-
dumbass?
I can only imagine.
He just brushes you off. My version's better.
Anyway,
I did my first playthrough with absolutely no mods aside from like visual ones, which was interesting.
I tried
decided
to do
to
that
go-
at first, and then I got bored.
Yeah.
Started adding shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's just you, Pesky.
Yeah.
well, I was gonna say I did the same thing with Skyrim.
Yeah, I always try to do my first playthrough on anything without any sort of mods that'll change the game too heavily. This time around, however, I have decided that I'm just going to go for the story. And I have modded it to hell.
Cool. Any mods in particular that you want to point out?
Actually, I got one from Latrans. He found a mod for a vector submachine gun.
Neat.
I have not grabbed that mod yet, actually.
It is amazing.
I've been using there's one for a Scar L, which is really good. Completely custom animations and sounds and everything.
Ooh, man, that just sounds good.
It's sexy.
I would imagine so.
I haven't really gotten any of the other weapon modifications, mostly because a lot of them require the DLCs. Or at least
That's
a lot
true.
of the good ones do anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I kind of, sort of missed out on a lot of quests because I didn't finish them before I finished the main story thing.
Oh, it canceled out a bunch of them?
Yes.
Yep.
That's kind of lame.
Yeah, I was not aware of this, especially since they were with the faction I ended with. So it was like, oh, well, okay.
I'm gonna have to look out for that then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so quick tip, do all the side quests first.
There's a lot
Yes.
of side quests.
But like with all Bethesda games, you finish one and you're like, oh, but this guy has something for me to do.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
RPGs in
point.
It's
general.
true.
Eventually people will run out of
But,
shit for
yeah.
you to do.
That's when you just start shooting them.
Right.
And then, of course, I've also been playing
Exactly.
GTA.
GTA is pretty cool.
Because
I do like
GTA
that
is fun.
new the new update they have.
We do
Biker
need to do some
stuff.
stuff
Biker
in
DLC.
there.
Yeah. We haven't even done anything with it. I just liked all the new clothing options.
Yeah, I bought the new bike
Uh,
to be able to get the new closing options.
So did I. I still can't figure out how to get those clothing options. But I did figure out that there are certain missions that you can take from the clubhouse that are specific to the biker groups.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
like VIP stuff.
Kind of, sort of.
It's literally the same system, I think. I mean, in terms of like reward, at least that's what I read on the
Yeah.
subreddit.
Well, at some point we should look into that
Yeah,
stuff.
we can definitely test it.
We can figure that out
But
later.
yeah, that's what I've been doing the last week or so.
So I guess on to Pesky?
Sure, go ahead, Pesky.
Well, primarily Fallout 4, and that's pretty much been most of it. Fallout 4.
Your Division update
Doom.
came out.
Yep, that came out yesterday. So Fallout 4, Doom,
From what I've heard,
Gears-
6 gigs worth.
Gears of
Damn.
War 4, 3 gigs. Not even.
Oh, it was 3 gigs?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, it was like 2.7 or 3.7 or something. It really wasn't. Elite
about whichever
Dangerous,
one
on
you
the
want.
other hand, updated
Oh,
the same
God.
day with 13 gigs.
Holy shit.
Wow.
I wonder if they finally
Like-
added something interesting.
I don't know. Bubbles has been talking about it. He said the new update was really cool. But yeah, so I've got Fallout 4 and I have the absolute shit modded out of it. And it doesn't crash, lucky me,
Because it's not Skyrim.
because it's not Skyrim.
Yeah.
Pretty much what it comes down to.
As far as Doom's concerned, I've only really been playing the co-op stuff with you guys.
Yeah,
I
Doom,
beat the campaign already, so I did dick around with the Ultra Nightmare mode, the
Oh,
permadeath
so
one,
fun.
and that is the most ridiculous thing I have ever fucking played.
Probably
I
one
look-
hell of a
It's
rush.
very good.
I look forward
Is-
to watching Storm do it on streaming days.
I
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
too, because even the basic possessed, like the very first enemy you meet in the game, can two-shot you.
Yeah, the first level, like literally the first level in the game, took me like 8 tries to finish.
Wow.
Because when you die, it starts you all over at the beginning.
Yeah.
No matter
all-
how
all your
far
stuff
you are
on.
in the campaign, you could
You-
be on the very last boss, and if you died, you have to start all the way over again.
Uh, that will be
I can
fun.
imagine that would cause some hell of a rage.
It's
I
so
mean-
good.
Well, a rage in those who rage at that type of thing. I feel like Storm wouldn't rage as much as be like, God damn it! All right, I'm going again.
I'll rage for 2 seconds. It tells you though, like when you go to start it, the warning message rather than "Are you sure?" is "Are you sure you want to put yourself through this?"
Yep. It's fantastic.
id Software.
That sounds just like there is a land race out there. It is, I can't recall how far of it. I think it's something like 25 miles in Virginia, all on trails. Signing up for it is very secretive, but you don't get a letter of acceptance. You get a letter of condolence. Because it's rare that anyone finishes this race.
Interesting.
I'll throw the name of it on the video, but I've watched a documentary on it, and it is a crazy race.
Anything else, Pesky?
Just the Gears games. I've been finishing those.
You're telling me about that.
I
finished Gears.
I finished 3. What was it, like a week or 2 ago? I finished 3 because I never got to finish it beforehand because my disc broke, and like at a certain point in the campaign, it would just freeze.
Ouch.
Only the campaign though. I could still do multiplayer and I could still do the horde mode, but for whatever reason, this specific point in the campaign, every time I reached it, my game froze. So I just decided to not bother with it, and then I got a digital download of it, and I finally beat it. And then I've been working through 4, and I think I'm on the last chapter or whatever of it, and it's really fucking good.
I have heard only good things about it.
I am
Same.
enjoying this shit out of it.
I've watched some Gears of War playthrough. I've never actually played it myself since I don't own an Xbox.
I was about
It's
to
a
ask, is it
lot of
Xbox
fun.
only?
Nope. Get it
Wasn't-
on PC.
Well,
Oh, cool.
I don't.
4
also-
anyway. I know you can get 4, and I think you can get like a remaster of the first one. I don't know about 2 and 3. Because actually, Nvidia is having a deal right now where if you buy one of the GTX, like the 1070s or whatever, the 1080s or something,
Yeah.
you get Gears of War 4 for free.
If only I could forward one. But again, I just did upgrade my graphics card this year, so.
I think I can go for a while without.
Graphics cards, you can generally go for a while without upgrading.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can.
I mean, right now I'm running. What am I running? A 960?
I've
Yeah.
just got a 970, and I mean, it runs basically everything on like.
Oh no, yeah, I got a
I forget what I
960.
have.
So,
I just don't have 4K, but I don't even have a 4K monitor, so I don't need that.
Yeah.
I don't either.
Hardly
Same.
anyone has 4K.
The people who have 4K monitors
expensive.
are the ones who have a TV hooked up to their monitor.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Which would be fucking amazing for Doom and.
I could do
everything else,
that
but-
because I have
On-
a TV in the
I
other
have
room.
played Doom on a 55-inch TV, and holy shit.
Oh, I can only imagine.
On the same hand,
Oh,
though,
I have an R9 390. That's what I have.
I don't know where you check. On the same hand, though, I stare at the computer enough as is. I don't think I want to stare at that massive screen and ruin my eyes anymore.
Right.
I was to say I have 3 monitors that I look at, so.
Three times the porn.
Generally I only go for 2 because 3 is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
Well, he only has 2 eyes.
Yeah, he's only got
Exactly.
2 dicks.
Well, I was just. Yeah, the
hold on
radiation
a
would do
second.
that.
Math. Simple math, Pesky.
I think we need to work on that
Pesky.
a little bit, Storm.
Pesky. What is 1 + 1?
That's not what we're getting at here, Storm.
Pesky. Answer the question, Pesky.
It's not a math issue, it's a biology issue.
There's a guy with 2 dicks.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I feel like we should move away from the dick issue.
Yes.
Agreed.
Anything else,
Probably.
Pesky?
That's pretty much been it. Fallout, Doom,
was gonna say-
Division, and Gears.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to talk about the Division at all? Because that is something we discussed a while back on the podcast,
I mean,
and in
we've-
discussing how shitty it was.
yeah, I think we've ranted and raved about how absolutely fucking terrible the game was.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna get into that again because then we'll be here forever.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
I can say
Yep.
that 1.4, the update they just put out yesterday, is fucking phenomenal. Like, it fixed literally everything I had an issue with in the game. I haven't found anything else to complain about yet.
Nice.
So they pulled a
Awesome.
giant, we're sorry for fucking it up.
Yeah, basically.
Like a year late.
Right? But, I mean, despite how late it is, the fact is that it's the game is fucking good now. It's playable. It's everything is rebalanced, which was the biggest thing for me. Was it literally became like just a rich get richer situation where if you didn't have all the good gear, you were not gonna get good gear.
Mm-hmm.
It was just that simple. Now everything is just balanced and run around. One of my other biggest issues that it fixed was the open world. The fact that they built this whole fucking city in the game and you didn't use like at least 90% of it just because of the missions and stuff, and then there was literally no purpose in exploring the map at all once you were
Right.
max level because you would get literally nothing out of it. But now they've got like the basically like how Diablo 3 works with the tier system on the difficulty,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and you could just
I've
roam
never
around
played Diablo 3.
and you
Bli-
could just roam around the open map and just kill random ass mobs and you'll get loot out of it because they will be geared to whatever you set it at.
I was gonna say
It's
Blizzard
great.
hates my computer.
Diablo 3 is fucking fun now. I
I need to get
God
back.
doesn't like to play it with me anymore because my barbarian is so fucking broken.
I would totally play with people, but I can't install any Blizzard game on my computer.
Yeah, I remember we were playing it before and then you updated some shit on your computer.
I did a complete reinstall of my computer due to back when my graphics card died, and I wasn't sure if it was the graphics card or something else, so I reinstalled Windows and it turned out to be the graphics card. But recently, when I've tried to install Heroes of the Storm or even Diablo with the CDs, which I don't know why if I have the CDs, if it still won't let me install it, because like, oh, well, we're going to download this stuff. Oh, we can't download this stuff, so you can't install the game.
It must be some kind of like crazy hardware incompatibility.
Probably something stupid like that.
Yeah, it's annoying
Really
as heck
annoying.
to me.
Yeah.
Because it'd be great to be able to play like Heroes of the Storm and Diablo with you guys, but again, I can't because like I'm gonna install this. Oh, Blizzard's trying to download the stuff. Blizzard can't download this stuff. I can't Blizzard download this stuff.
Blizzard,
That does kind of
why?
suck.
I like playing Heroes of the Storm entirely too much.
It is really fun.
I was playing
I
that
like-
yesterday, in fact.
I like how it's actually fucking balanced.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that there's no items. It doesn't need items. It just rely on your skill and that's it.
Doesn't take 20 years to get a new hero either.
That too.
I mean, it takes a bit, but it's not like a massive grind. If you're playing regularly, you get heroes regularly.
Yeah, that's partly why I've been sort of logging in constantly to Paladins, good old Overwatch clone. I mean,
I've
not
not
Overwatch
played
clone.
that either.
I've not actually played it either,
It's all right.
but I log in every day just to get the rewards.
Oh, I should play Overwatch again. I have that on my Xbox and I haven't played it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, another Blizzard game.
I
that
really
wouldn't
need
be
to
able
get
play.
it.
It's pretty fun. Like I don't normally like. I don't know. I'm iffy on games that are like just strictly PvP stuff like that. Like I like if I feel like it. I like being able to just run around and like fight mobs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like that game. Like, there's only a couple games that are strictly PvE I enjoy. It's that and MechWarrior Online.
We need to play more of that.
We really do.
Yeah.
We really do. I
We'll get to
absolutely
it
enjoy
eventually.
MechWarrior.
We will.
That's pretty much about it that I've been up to game-wise, so...
I guess that leaves Storm.
Yeah, I haven't really been playing much. I guess Arma. I've been trying to get stuff fixed for Arma because.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Add that to my list. We've
I was
been
gonna say,
playing that
didn't
a little bit.
they change that?
What do you mean?
recently? I don't know. I thought you were saying that you now have to redo like scripts and stuff.
Yeah, they just changed the way Zeus works, so it broke a lot of my stuff. It's nothing too terrible. I just have to go through and make like it takes 5 minutes to fix, but that's 5 minutes times the 30-something maps we use.
True.
So yeah, a bit of Arma there, mostly just utility stuff when we're not playing. Still a lot of SWTOR. Yeah, I've been
actually just renewed my subscription.
I've been kind of gaming the system on that front, in that the 200 times experience is on, so you can level solely off of story quests. However,
Pretty ridiculously fast.
I'm up to 270% bonus experience now.
Damn.
From a variety, I'm from a variety of borderline cheese ways of going about it. Basically, just stacking as many EXP boosters. Like, you only have one EXP booster on, for example, but then there's like items and buffs that you can get to increase EXP.
Yeah.
So I've got all of those.
Right.
And so I've already leveled a. It took me. So normally in that game, all right, when that game in vanilla, it took you, if you were rushing, I would say, I don't know, like 2 weeks of constant grind to get to max level at 50. When they updated it so you only had to do story missions and planetary quests, they cut that number down to like 72 hours at maximum, which is great on its own. I got an agent up from 1 to 55 in 24 hours.
Damn.
With this new stuff on. Yeah, if you don't play SWTOR, now is kind of the time.
I have not played SWTOR since we all left it the first time. Well, okay. Not the first time. That one time when we all left it.
I've been enjoying it solely for the fact that it's just, it's just an MMO. Scott gets the same way sometimes, where you just keep on grinding that heroin addiction for a little bit, you know? It's fun, you know, to get your fix.
I completely understand it, but I just can't afford to get back into SWTOR. Because I would love... SWTOR was the only MMO that I ever got to endgame with. And I had a blast.
For free.
I had a blast.
It's just not very good.
Stealing endgame, which was rare for some groups that I ended up being with, like some pub groups that I joined in with.
Yeah.
For some of the endgame raids, and I enjoyed it. It's just that is the game where it's like, if I'm gonna get back into it, I need to fully get back into it.
Yeah.
Maybe that means that I shut down the Arc server to switch over to it.
But Arc is much more fun.
True.
Not for me. I really hate Arc with a burning passion.
And you fuckers owe me a giant turtle.
We do owe you a giant turtle. I was editing that episode today.
Story for this, please.
No. You don't get a story for it. Don't get a story for it.
Let him go. Go ahead.
You'll see.
They got my turtle killed.
We did not get your turtle killed. I just didn't know that you trying to paint a Brontosaurus would have your turtle go after the Brontosaurus.
It's all your fault, Rivaldi.
Probably is.
It was not our fault.
I hate that game so much, is the point, though.
I don't like the devs anymore.
It's 20.
The game itself is fun, but I don't like the devs.
I don't like the devs, and I don't like the game.
I also hate the load times for the Primitive Plus.
It takes me like 10 minutes to load that.
So this is going to come out before the Arc episode comes out, but people will see it if they watch the Arc episode. It takes Jorlen close to 10 minutes to load in, and he was loading in before we started recording.
Yep.
There are times that I'm just cutting to his loading screen.
Yeah, the load times in that game are
It's just Primitive Plus, which honestly we might just, if we do more in Arc, I might just get rid of Primitive Plus because
A bit of a
Probably
Freudian
a good
slip
idea.
there.
Primitive Plus. Yeah.
Oh, you said something else, but all right, we'll slim past it anyway.
I'll have. Yeah, I'm sure I'll hear it again. Anyway, on to the topic of the night, right?
Yeah, I guess if we're gonna skip the rest of what I wanted to say, I don't care.
What do you want to say?
No, fuck you. We're going moving on.
All right, fuck Storm. You heard it here. Gangbang. Wait, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
All right. On that note, so basically, normally I would have a long list of topics. We have about 20 minutes left. Normally, I would have a long list of topics that we could go through and do stuff with. In this case, however, I have a total of 3. One of which I am betting on Pesky having a wealth of knowledge about. So let's talk about shitty horror movies.
I love them.
Oh, where
How
to
about the
begin?
original Wolfman?
Have
No,
not seen
that's
that
classic.
actually. That's classic. That's not shitty. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Okay, so you can't put shitty in with the very old monster movies. It doesn't work that way. Those are the classics. They didn't have the ability to be good back then, or good to our standards, I should say. Nowadays, there are movies that are bad, partly because they can be.
Yeah, I mean, you have all
Like
those
Sharknado.
old, the old classic
all its
horror
sequels.
movies,
Oh yeah.
like that, and Night of the Living Dead, the classic horror movie, Helen Keller versus Night Wolves, things like that.
Or
He's not even joking.
You did not get back to me on what powers Helen Keller had.
She doesn't actually have. Oh yeah, actually, she does have powers. She can hear what people are saying through the wind.
But she's deaf. That makes.
Like she can feel it, like the vibrations
Hey,
their
man.
lips make.
That makes no more. That doesn't even help.
I heard there was a training montage where
Oh,
she trained up with
God.
her gay brother, and
Where did you find this movie, Storm? Because I need to
it's
watch
on
it.
YouTube. Like
All
just
right.
search Helen Keller versus Night Wolves on YouTube.
I'm gonna watch it. Either
Was
probably
the song
tomorrow.
"You're the Best" thing in the background?
It actually has like a 4.5 out of 5 on IMDb. It's a really solid movie.
It's probably solid because it's so bad.
It's one of those things that's like self-aware of how bad it is.
See, that's one of the issues
Like
with
the-
movies today. Is movies will realize how bad they are and keep going at it in hopes that people realize how bad it is and like it for that reason.
Like Sharknado. The entire Sharknado series is they all know how bad it is and they go into it loving how bad it is. Like that's the whole thing. And I fucking adore it.
I have not actually watched any of the Sharknado stuff.
Oh, they're
fully.
they're absolutely abysmal, but they know that they're bad. Like they specifically make the movies bad. Like they're trying to make them cult classics.
That's fair. I'm sure there's bound to be at least one of them on the new MSG3K.
Yeah.
Probably.
We can only assume so. But so right, was the entire premise bad movies?
Yeah, just
Bad
just
horror
shitty horror
movies. Let's see. I'm scrolling through my Netflix list right now, and I can already name a couple.
Oh, I was about to say Event Horizon, but that's not bad. That's just everyone yelling.
No,
at me
that movie is fucking horrifying.
Event Horizon is amazing, and it is a prequel to Warhammer.
Yes.
I watch it constantly.
That movie terrifies me.
I would
What?
not suggest
See,
it.
After watching it, for
I
the
saw it
third
when I was like
time-
12, and I did not understand.
Wow, that
it.
explains why you're Skyjek.
Damn.
Thank you.
I was gonna say I've watched.
Well,
like,
that and being dropped on the head a lot, but you know.
Yeah. I've watched it myself probably 3 or 4 times now, and
Only
the
because
second
Sam
time,
Neill does a damn good job.
I was like, oh yeah, I remember how creepy this is. Third time, I was like, oh yeah, okay, so this is movie. Fourth time, I was like, all right, yeah, it's a pretty damn good movie. So yeah, everyone, watch Event Horizon, taking this message.
Watch Event Horizon. I gotta put a disclaimer here. Don't watch Event Horizon if you don't like scary movies. 2,
Or Screamish.
Don't watch Event Horizon if you vomit from seeing blood.
You can say that about any movie that we're probably gonna be talking about tonight.
Okay, let me put it back this way.
That's a fair point.
Well, actually, no, you're right. Never mind.
What movie has a shit ton of blood? Oh no, that's not a horror movie. That's just Machine Gun Girl.
Jaws. Shitty movie.
Ah,
Shitty movie.
ah.
Machine-
No,
Isn't
no.
shitty?
Jaws
No.
is a classic.
Jaws
The original
3.
Jaws is a
Jaws
classic.
3.
I just said that
that's
to
a
enjoy
shitty-
your responses.
Jaws 3 is a shitty movie. Jaws 4
Yes.
is horrendous.
I didn't even know that they made a 3, but I just saw it on the Netflix list.
Yeah, 4 is also on the Netflix list. Watch those two of them and realize how horrible it all is.
It's because they're just trying to make money off of the name, which is
Uh,
something that people need to stop fucking doing.
Jaws 3 tried to take care, profited on the 3D stuff. It does not translate to 2D. So if you watch it on Netflix or anywhere besides in the movie theaters when it first played, it's absolutely shit. And Jaws
Okay.
4 just goes way off the deep end.
One of the few movies that I would classify as a shitty horror movie that we've actually spoken about on the podcast once before is Alien vs. Predator Requiem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
hate
makes the
that.
list.
That is another thing of just trying to like mooch off the brand name.
Why can the Pred alien become invisible when it's actually the Predator's tech, not their biological stuff?
Yeah.
It's technological.
Because,
I
tech is now
don't
DNA.
know.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Totally, yeah.
There's so much thing that I find wrong with that.
Honestly, I think my biggest issue with that movie was the fact that they just completely randomly killed off, extremely, main characters. Just
Oh.
at random.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
No
thought you
build up,
said
no
that.
nothing. Just, hey, they're dead now.
I thought you were gonna say that four predators were taken out on their ship by an alien, which
Yeah.
you would have figured would have some ability to
that
warn
too.
them.
Predators are like that movie, along with another one I can't remember the name of, totally butchers the lore for the Predator, because Predators are badasses.
Oh, they are. Have you ever read the
Predator
comics?
2, I think. Yeah.
No.
A few of them, not really though.
Well, okay, no, I have not read the Predator comics, but I have read the crossover with the Predator and Archie.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
That went in a direction I didn't
oh
expect.
yes,
on.
that is a thing.
Oh,
That
there's
is
a
the
Star
thing.
Wars crossover where Darth Vader and Stormtroopers go to war against xenomorphs.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a crossover. That's an actual thing.
I would,
Yeah,
I,
that's
Yeah,
I
I
would love
just
the
Googled
scene
this.
where Darth Vader just walks in, the xenomorphs try to impregnate him with face huggers. He's sort of like, nope.
I
nope.
thought you were
Nope.
joking, and then I looked up Archie versus Predator, and it's a real thing
It is a real thing. Yes.
It's very much a real thing.
by Dark Horse Comics.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Dark.
Horse?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Dark Horse does all of the Predator stuff.
I think so.
Not this is not on the line of Predators, but there's a very good RoboCop versus Terminator comic as well.
I have seen that one.
That is a good one.
It's like an age-old versus is RoboCop versus Terminator, and of course we all know Terminator would win.
Actually, RoboCop wins because he
Wow, that's
eventually.
bullshit.
Well, no, his mind, since the Terminator machines don't fully corrupt his mind, he eventually finds a way to hack a Terminator factory.
Bullshit. Anyway,
Well, seeing as how he's technically a cyborg.
Fan, that's fan.
So
Well,
we gotta
the
talk
thing
about.
with that is, in a 1v1 fight, I think the Terminator would win because RoboCop still has organic material
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
one
can
v
destroy.
Why did I go?
1v1.
Oh, 1v1.
English, Rivaldi.
Yeah, German, yeah.
you just went from like Japanese to Chinese to German in about 4 seconds.
We're offending everybody tonight.
Yeah, but definitely one-on-one Terminator would kick RoboCop's ass. I think any version of Terminator would,
Probably.
going
So-
from the original to more modern.
Yeah.
I'm looking through my Netflix list.
Are we gonna
boy.
talk about A Christmas Horror Story? Santa
No.
Claus versus Krampus.
Pesky's got some good stuff. Go ahead,
All right.
Oh,
Pesky.
please.
All right.
Let's see, which one? Do you want me to talk about these movies, or do you want me to just start listing some
Just
off?
list off the names, and we can try to guess what they are, and you can tell us how close we are.
Oh, this will be good. All right, Dead Silence
That's
Oh,
not
that's
very
the one with
descriptive.
the puppets.
with the
Oh.
Peppet. What the
Peppet.
fuck's a Peppet? Rivaldi?
Man, you
Uh-huh.
cannot words
Bring your
today.
puppet.
Good lord.
Puppets. No, it's the one with the puppets where if you make any sort of noise when the ghost is near you, she cuts out your tongue and then you become one of her puppets.
Okay, so Rivaldi has
Ugh.
seen it.
Yep.
And
How is it then?
It's not that great.
It's not, but I find it terrifying because I fucking hate puppets. So,
Touche.
how about Stitches?
Oh, wait.
Is this like
That's-
Lilo and Stitch except like it's like
It's-
Lilo
nope.
and Stitch except Stitch went to like therapy for a little while after try to get over his cocaine habit, and Lilo like he
That explains a lot.
yeah he came back and like he
It
was
really
totally
does.
normal for a little while. Lilo was so proud of him, and then he just murdered her in her sleep and stole a shotgun out of the mother's closet and went on a rampage through town.
No, it's the
I mean-
clown that's brought back to life and killed a bunch of people.
Oh, I like mine better.
Who in their right mind would want to bring a clown back to life?
Other
The other
clowns?
clowns.
It's literally a cult of clowns.
Wow.
Yeah, at one point the killer clown makes a balloon
Wow.
animal out of some guy's intestines.
It's pretty
Hmm.
hilarious. It's
I've
super
not-
shitty.
I've not seen it, but I've read about it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
know a lot
it's-
of these horror movies just because I've read about them and have not watched them.
Yeah, I mean, you know how I am. I love watching bad horror movies.
I've only seen the classics, so if you name off a really shitty one, I'm probably gonna be like, eh?
Let me find. Let's see. Oh, have you seen the remake of the Child's Play movies, Curse of Chucky?
No, I didn't
No.
realize they made a
No.
remake.
They did. They 2013 apparently.
Really?
Yeah, I watched it. I want to say 2 or 3 months ago. I mean, it's as bad as you would expect, but it's better than the original ones. At least I thought.
I never actually saw any of the Child's Play movies.
I did, and they are the reason that I hate puppets and dummies and dolls and anything of
Everything,
that fucking
essentially.
size that
Makes
is-
sense.
that looks like a human and is not.
Oh man, I totally know what I'm gonna make you for your birthday.
My cousin, when we were growing
Oh,
up, my
God.
cousin had a dummy thing.
Yeah.
That was like, it wasn't one of the Chucky dolls, but it was like a doll that was like that size and everything.
I was gonna
Mm-hmm.
say, was it almost like a like the clown doll from Poltergeist?
No, it wasn't a clown doll. It was like an actual like a person thing,
Okay.
kind of like the Chucky doll, but you know, it obviously
Not
wasn't
Chucky.
a Chucky doll.
Yeah.
And I refused to sleep on the same fucking like the same level of the house as this thing. How about zombies?
Oh, that's the zoo that becomes zombies.
Yes,
Not seen
and
it,
it's-
but I've looked at
Wow.
it.
Yeah, I
if
think that's
you
one we could have
want-
guessed.
Yeah, I mean that one's pretty self-explanatory. But if you want if you want a horror movie with some of the most blatantly obvious CGI ever, that's your go-to.
I don't know. The
What about-
CGI in Helen Keller versus Nightwolf's pretty obvious.
That's true too.
I would say
Did you
It's
watch
like
it, Pesky?
it's on that level. I got like 5 minutes in, and then I went back to Division.
Oh, it's so good though.
I'll probably watch it this weekend though.
It's great because Helen Keller's sister teaches her how to be blind because Helen Keller's sister went blind and deaf for 2 months after a party in which she got locked inside of a butter churning bucket.
That's fantastic.
I now need to watch this movie.
And then she just
I
got
need
better.
to-
I got
Pesky,
better.
have you watched the zombie beaver movie?
I've
Zombievers?
heard of that one,
Yeah.
actually.
I started it, and then
Went
I
back
think
to
I had
Division.
no, this was like a couple weeks ago. I know I started it, and then like I want to say I started it like really late, so I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed.
All right,
Mhm.
I was just curious. I've not
never
watched it
went back to it.
myself. I've heard
no,
it's hilarious.
probably one of the ones I just left running on my TV when I went to bed. The VHS movies. Have you seen those?
Is that
Any of them?
No, I've heard of UHF, but that's Weird Al.
Yeah, that's different. That's not a horror movie
Oh, it's
unless
not
Weird
at
Al
all.
freaks you out.
You might. I'm sure there's some people who.
I mean,
might
I'm
freak
sure
out.
there's some people out there that.
I'm
are
sure it's
freaked out
specific
by it,
phobia, like anti-Weird Al.
But VHS, that's not the deaf woman, is it?
No.
Okay.
No, it's literally just a whole, like, the entire movie is just little short video clips of different horror scenarios.
Okay.
And there's a couple of them.
It's almost like the well, completely blanked my mind. Wasn't the Crypt Keeper stuff?
Almost like Rivaldi's brain.
Yeah, something like Rivaldi's brain.
God damn it, it's done by Stephen King.
Almost everything is done by Stephen King.
Wait,
Well,
what?
no, these are specific little.
Let me tell you why you're wrong.
Okay.
Talking to Skyjek.
Oh.
Okay.
Just your general phrase, almost everything is done by Stephen King. Shame on you.
Was it Maximum Overdrive? Oh, holy crap! They're
Well,
turning
for
the Dark
starters,
Towers
he's the
into
only
the movies.
fucking author that
Oh.
Latrans will talk about.
I can't wait to see those.
He is
Why?
a good author.
Well, no, they're turning the Creep Show. That's what the Creep Show series.
I'm going to go ahead and say that you should not mention the Dark Tower movie to Latrans.
He will talk about it forever.
I'm not going to, but I've read the entire Dark Tower series.
He has two.
I've also read most of the Dark Tower comics.
And the reason why is because it looks really, really bad.
I have not. I just only noticed now that they're turning it into a movie that comes out next year.
Yeah.
I will find a trailer and watch it before I make any judgments.
There's no
it.
trailers yet, I don't think.
Oh, well, in that case, I don't have any.
It's because of the casting choices.
Oh, I now have to figure out who they're casting.
The main guy, what's the name of the cowboy dude?
Oh, I just looked up who's playing it.
Yeah. I
Not
love
bad,
that
huh?
actor so much, but yeah, it's not going to fit.
That's not a Roland.
Yeah.
He's not
Any
a guy
case.
who's going to have 3 fingers chewed off on his right hand and be like, man, that's the hand I masturbate with. Not
Aw.
joking. A complete line in one of the books.
Sounds like a
That's
pesky thing.
fantastic.
Yeah, Roland gets a couple of his fingers chewed off by lobster monstrosities in one of the very beginning of one of the books. He's like, man, that's the hand I masturbate with.
Spoiler alert.
It's like the second or third book. I don't know exactly. It's been a while.
Because, that's kind of a major thing that happens. He loses most of the fingers on his hand. That's kind of important.
Yeah.
More than half
I
of
wasn't
Baldy.
paying attention.
Let's
Good
just hope
man,
the rest
Jorlen.
of you
This
were
is why
zoned
we
out
talk
about the
to
same
you.
time.
So,
All right.
let's see, what else? How about... God, I was just looking at it. Where'd it go?
Life Force.
We're officially
I
in
was just
overtime.
looking at Doom Beavers, and I'm at 52 minutes out of 77. I don't think I can bring myself to finish it. Oh, Exeter. That was a horrible fucking movie. I only got a half hour into it, and I said, this is fucking stupid.
I have not
I'm
watched
out.
that one.
I don't recommend it. It's
All right.
terrible.
Horrible in story, character, plot, or all of the above?
Literally all of the above. Although there is getting away from shitty horror movies, I can recommend one that I thought was surprisingly good.
Mm-hmm.
The Babadook.
Oh.
I've heard
Never heard of it.
decent things
Same.
about it. I've never
I've heard
seen it
mixed
myself.
reviews.
Okay, so I went into it like I was on one of my. I'm gonna find a bad horror movie that I've never seen, I've never heard of before, and I picked that, and I was surprised. Like it's not great, obviously. Like it's not like really good or anything, but I was surprised. It wasn't terrible. It was actually pretty decent.
I heard the idea of it was very good. And the
Yeah,
way things were
that's
certainly
what-
done.
Yeah, that's what I liked most about it. Was pretty unique. Story to it and everything was really different than most horror movies now. I really liked it.
Yeah, generally, a lot of horror movies nowadays, and the past, you could say several years, it's just a formula now.
Yep.
And whereas superhero movies have now taken the norm, you could clearly see, like in horror movies, where there was a norm things back in the 80s and 90s.
Right.
Back when they were good.
Yeah, it was like
And
Jason and Freddy.
Yeah. Because it's like back then they actually relied on scaring you
They
in
relied.
terms of like, holy shit, this is actually terrifying, instead of I'm just gonna have a monster jump at the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, back then they were relying a lot more, like, not even on CG stuff because that was so way back then, but
Right,
it's the
but like,
practical stuff. It was
story
also
and the atmosphere.
they say story and the character playing the creature.
Yeah.
Because you look at the guy who played Freddy, I can't think of the top of my head who he was.
Didn't he pass away?
Oh, did he? I
I
hope
don't
he.
know.
Robert England.
No, William
That's his name.
Shatner is not dead.
No, Robert England.
I mean, one can hope.
Aw.
Whoa. Whoa.
Robert England.
Apparently, he is a really just absolutely horrible human being.
No. That's not true.
I,
That's Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
Well, it's Captain Kirk from the 70s.
I mean, Captain Kirk can be an awesome person. That doesn't mean the actor is.
No, there is no William Shatner. It is only Kirk.
There is no Kirk. There's only Zool.
I was about to say that.
Anyhow, yeah, no,
God
Freddy's still alive.
damn it.
Yeah, Robert England is still alive.
Okay. So I really hope if they were to make a Freddy vs. Jason's 2, which if they did do, hopefully they make it better than the first one. As long as they can get Robert England really does capture the Freddy character, because after playing it for even the first movie, he understood the character, and just being able to wear the glove and all that, he captured it into like how to play it, and no one's been able to play it as good since.
The remake was terrible.
Johnny Depp still has nightmares about Robert England, apparently.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
he was one of the teenagers in that film.
I know, he was the one who got sucked into the floor, and that scene where all the blood pours out, man, that electrocuted so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
I mean,
not...
isn't that where the Death Clock song "Bloodtricution" comes from?
Oh yeah,
God, maybe.
obviously.
I don't think anyone died, but yeah, probably. I mean, there is a good documentary that's 4+ hours long on all of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies that I've watched several times.
I've seen that pop up. I just haven't watched it yet.
I've watched it. I've actually seen Rick Lazzarini, the guy who I generally work for. He worked on the second movie, and he blatantly admits that he did not work that hard on it because he was working on Aliens at the time for the Alien Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's understandable completely.
Yeah, but it's just funny to be like, yeah, I could see that you would work on the Aliens much better. That's why, part of the reason why I'm happy to be working for James Cameron on Halloween.
Yay!
All right.
Wait, to say that I'm not going to work for him on Halloween because we already set everything up.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, we set that up last week.
Did you take pictures?
No, because when I went to his ranch house in a town that I can't pronounce, as soon as I got there, I signed an NDA that said, yeah, what you see here, you don't see. It was a very nice barn with a couple ATVs, boats, stuff wrapped up from, I'm sure, tons of movie sets he's done.
They carved out your eyeballs and said, you'll get these back when you're done.
Yeah, and then
Pretty much.
I was at his house last week to help set things up to make sure it all ran for his Halloween scare. So I have a feeling that might be a yearly thing for me now.
That would be pretty cool.
I'm hoping one year I get to meet the guy. I've met his son. I've not met the guy himself.
And truly?
All right. Well, I think we'll wrap up then.
Yeah,
All right
we've
then.
been
I mean,
talking for
I'm
a while.
honestly surprised nobody mentioned The Wicker Man.
I've never seen it.
I have not either, but are we going to talk about the
Horrible,
bees?
scary movie.
Is that what the bees are from?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
see, now I
the-
have to watch it.
The Nick Cage version is with the
It's
bees.
on Netflix under scary movies.
Yeah, I know. I've been.
It's got a
I
1.5
started to
star
bring up
rating.
that.
I was going to say, it's Nick Cage. Anything with Nick Cage is subpar.
The reason I haven't clicked on this movie is because the picture for it is Nick Cage just grinning at you.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And that alone
Not the
is horrifying.
bees.
I mean, have you seen the image for The Trust?
No.
It's
Not
Nick
either.
Cage and Elijah Wood, and
They're both
it's
screaming
just-
at you?
No. It's horrible.
Is it on Netflix?
Yes.
Let me find it. What's it called?
It's under crime thrillers, almost at the bottom, called The
Oh
Trust.
my god.
Hold on. I have to look this up real quick myself.
That
I
is
thought that
not
was
the
a good
Elijah Wood I
picture.
know.
He looks
What happened
7
to
kinds of
Frodo?
tweaked out.
Oh, God!
Holy shit.
What is it called?
The
The
Trust.
Trust.
He looks CGI'd to fuck.
Yeah, he does.
He looks like all kinds of tweaked out right there.
That look... Well, okay, when you look at the actual images, he looks okay, but... God, you search that, his hair.
Wow.
That's...
That just does not look real.
Point
No,
that
it
gun a
doesn't.
little to your left, Elijah. A lot to your left. Put it just up to the back of his head and shoot it already.
Aw.
I'm not... That's...
But that's Elijah Wood.
Right, he can
But
kill
Nick
anyone he
Cage looks
wants.
so good.
With his stash?
Yeah.
Oh,
Look
God.
at that stash.
Oh,
Get him a
man.
white windowless van.
He was in...
Oh my god, he does look like that.
He was actually in a horror movie I watched a while ago. Wait, what?
What?
Huh?
Oh my god, he was in this?
What's this?
What's this?
Cooties?
What's it
The
called?
Bees?
No, Cooties.
Oh,
I forgot he was in that.
Oh,
It's a zombie movie.
Oh.
I can't look at it too much. Netflix and DVD only.
I'm on IMDb. I'm trying to find this other movie that he was in. It was one of his earlier movies, I think. He's actually been in a
How
surprising
about
number
this
of
real
horror
quick?
movies.
Open Windows with Elijah Wood and Sasha Grey.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Sasha
The
Grey
Faculty,
has-
that was it.
Listen to
The
the Nicolas
Faculty.
Cage podcast.
The Faculty is not that bad of a movie.
No, but
I haven't seen it.
I forgot he was in it.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but from what I remember, it wasn't bad.
It's basically like a Body Snatchers.
Man, Nick Cage
Yeah.
has been in an astounding amount of shitty movies.
This isn't Nick Cage
I mean,
you're
it's
talking
Nick
about.
Cage. Have
I
you
mean-
not seen the skit where Nick Cage is talking to his agent?
Yeah. There's another horror movie he was in.
that.
National Treasure.
At least he wasn't in the worst horror movie of them all.
What's that then?
The live-action Avatar.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
I
mean-
It was so terrible.
Nick Cage gets so much shit, but he's been in a couple good movies. He's not a terrible actor. It's just he
he has his
picks
high
some
points.
really shitty movies.
Yeah. To be fair, I did like him in Escape from Alcatraz.
That was good. Face Off I liked.
Yeah.
I liked him in The
Mhm.
Rock with Sean
Lord of
Connery.
War was a
The
certain
Rock
type
was
of
good.
bad, but also good.
That Escape from Alcatraz. That's what I meant by The Rock. Sorry. God, Escape from Alcatraz. That was Clint Eastwood.
Yes, it was Clint
Wind
Eastwood.
Talkers. Wind Talkers is up there on my list of favorite movies.
I've not seen Wind Talkers, but I've heard good things about it.
It is a good movie.
It is. It's just most of his recent stuff is like, why are you doing this to
I-
yourself?
I would say 75% of his stuff is this stuff is horrible,
I need
but
the
then
money.
you find it's not the. I don't think it's I need the money. I think he just takes jobs.
Yeah, I
every
think
so-
he just
on-
kind of does stuff just so he's not bored.
Yeah,
Which
that's,
I mean, I can understand totally. But
if you're an actor, I'm sure that's what you sometimes do. I'm sure it comes down to Nick Cage because he has a very certain personality almost in things.
Like,
but,
what's that one film with Travolta in it? Face Off. I
Face
think.
Off. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah, I mentioned that. That
I
was
was-
actually a pretty good movie.
yeah. From what I recall of seeing
The
it, it
face he
was.
takes though with the very fucking beginning with all the nuns.
So they're nuns.
Hey, hang on.
Nunsley's loving too.
So anyway,
Right. So should I,
we've,
Storm, be ending this podcast, or should Storm be ending this podcast?
Let's let Skyjek end the podcast.
oh Christ.
No thanks.
Why?
Oh
I'm good.
no.
End the podcast, Skyjek.
No, I'm good.
We're in limbo, Skyjek. If you don't end it, we're gonna
Fuck
be
you,
trapped here
end it.
forever.
We're stuck here forever, Skyjek. It's all your fault.
God damn it, Skyjek! Call upon the dark gods and end this.
I
Let
have
the
work
clown
tomorrow,
kill you.
End this
Skyjek.
fucking podcast.
If the podcast goes below 70 miles per hour, we're gonna explode, Skyjek. You gotta end it.
Oh, that's Keanu Reeves. Fuck him.
Okay, so he was good in John Wick.
Yes.
I've not
yeah,
seen
John Wick
John
looks
Wick
amazing.
myself.
John
I
Wick's
haven't
amazing.
either.
All right.
Yeah, it's one of the very few action movies that I like now.
He was also good.
Primarily because there's no unnecessary explosions.
And they
What was
actually
the-
keep track of how many bullets he fired.
Yep.
There was another
I
movie
love
where he
that.
was a movie where he shot up in the air unnecessarily at Gary Busey.
No.
I don't know, but I'm still sad that
The film
Gary
you're
Busey's
thinking of,
cocaine
Rivaldi,
adventure
I
doesn't
can't
work.
remember. Point Break, I think is what you're thinking of, Rivaldi.
Yeah,
and
Point Break.
it wasn't
Point-
Gary Busey who was shooting at. It was
Oh,
fuck, what's his name?
right, but you got it was Point Break. He was good in Point Break, the original. I have no idea about the remake
Skyjek, end the podcast.
and the
End it,
podcast. Skyjek.
Skyjek.
I call upon Cthulhu to end this podcast. See ya.
Rip.
Bye.